What's going on, Clan fam? Back at it again with some more MyGM. And I gotta say, even though nothing's really going on as far as playing, it's not that bad. Just a lot of talking. Gabe the All-Star, get out of my office, you piece of shit. Get out of here. There's a lot of dialogue, but hopefully that's just because it's the first season. I don't know if like these storylines continue through the seasons. I'm not really sure. Hey, I just wanted to stop by. Get out of my office, you piece of shit. I don't like you. I would fire you if I could. And trust me, if Bulls owner Bob Sanderson misses payment deadlines for his key entertainment venture, something or nothing. Oh, jeez. More drama. Just what the Chicago Bulls need. Did we just lose to the freaking Nets? Did I see that right? Hi, Gabe. Hello. So in talking to, various sources around the league, I'm hearing that Mr. Sanderson's financial problems with the 90s themed cruise line and the music label and the fast casual Mexican food chain, I'm hearing that's becoming sort of a warning flag for, is that so? The thought being that rumored financial instability. Right, but the thought being that the rumored financial instability, it signals a sort of overall unstable situation that could cause some free agents to rule out joining the Bulls this summer. Think I give a damn? Are you at all worried about missing out on free agents, Gabe? What are your thoughts on that situation? You're always concerned about, now don't get a big head here, but you're always concerned about how things look in the press. Whether it's true or not, that stuff is out there and people pay attention. So yeah, I'm concerned, but that's why I'm glad I get to talk with you fine, upstanding gentlemen. Get to set the record straight. So here it is. Mr. Sanderson's outside business interests in no way impact the finances of the Bulls. They're completely different entities and they're completely separate from each other. We're our own organization with our own revenue streams, and nothing that happens with a cruise line or a fast food chain is going to change that. The Bulls remain on sound financial footing, and we plan on being very aggressive in the free agent market. No concern at all about agents steering their clients away. Like I said, there's some concern, but I have a good relationship with these guys, all things considered. I've spent a lot of time building those relationships. So, I expect to be able to talk to them, tell them my side of the story, and take it from there. The rest is out of my control. Also, why am I the one that always has to deal with this? Where's Mr. Sanderson at? Why isn't he dealing with this shit? Good lord. Gabe, we need to talk to you. Oh no. Everything alright? Look, doesn't it look like everything's alright? No, it doesn't. It looks like you ran that shirt through the washer one too many times. Would you mind closing the door, Jim? Talk to me. What's going on? Wonder Boy's been running his mouth. Steven? Who? Stephen Lee, Harvard kid we brought in for the analytics department? What? No, Andrew Sanderson. He's been tooting about Dwayne. Tooting? What's he saying? He's hitting me up after games, says it's my fault we're losing. Says I don't know when to pass, don't know when to shoot, don't fight over picks. I already have a coach, Gabe. I don't need to hear it from this kid too. He shouldn't be talking to my players at all, ever. Forget tutor. What is tutor? It's bad enough we've got the media breathing down our necks. We gotta hear from this idiot too. Twitter. It's called Twitter, Jim. Tweeter, tutor. Bottom line, he's making public statements about our players. He's way out of line. What's his Twitter handle? OG Sandman Shy 18? Huh. Okay. Yeah, that's not good. What are you gonna do about it, Gabe? Alright, well, this is obviously unacceptable. I'll talk to Andrew right away and make sure he understands the severity of this situation. I'm sorry you've had to deal with this, Dwayne. But this thing can't happen, Gabe. It won't happen again, you've got my word. Anything else I can help with you today, gentlemen? Just take care of the kid. I don't need to hear about it from the owner's boy. I've got enough to worry about without this clown all over me. Consider it taken care of. These people are just causing problems. Gabe, what's going on, man? You enjoying this beautiful day? Not yet, Andrew. I'm wearing this powder blue suit because I hear people think that this is cool. You gotta get outside. It's perfect. I think I might take my rollerblades out for a spin. Haven't strapped them on in a little. Okay. Before you do that, I need to talk to you about Dwayne. You said you've been tweeting at him? Is that true? Well, yeah, sure. Not a good look, Andrew. You said you wanted to be a GM one day, right? You see any other GMs trash-talking players on Twitter? And before you say anything about the you-know-who, let me remind you that you don't have 11 rings to back up your eccentricities. I hear what you're saying, Gabe, but I only tweeted him twice. It's not like I've been riding him all season, and both times it was after he cost us a game. That's irrelevant. I'm just trying to be constructive. Let him know where he can improve. It's motivational. Well, as your boss, let me give you a few pieces of constructive criticism. First of all, you can act like a professional and keep your thoughts to yourself. You got a problem with a player? Come to me. You want to give a player some pointers? Come to me. As a matter of fact, from now on, you don't talk to a player unless I'm present. And even then, you exercise extreme caution or we're going to have a problem. I hear what you're saying, Gabe, and I appreciate your concern, but I'm going to have to respectfully disagree. Excuse me? I want to win, Gabe, same as you, and I'm going to do everything I can to make decisions that put us in position to win. That's why my dad brought me here, to make those kind of decisions. If I think I need to light a fire under Dwayne, that's what's going to happen. Are you telling me you're not going to stop tweeting at our players? That's what I'm telling you, Gabe. If I think it's an effective tool, I'm going to use it. I'm telling you to knock it off, Andrew. That's an order. Can't do it, Gabe. Then you're fired. How does that sound? One of my most effective tools is the ability to fire people who don't know how to act like a professional and don't know how to follow the chain of command. You're serious. Get out of my office, Andrew. You don't work for the Bulls anymore. You can't fire me, you nut job. Do you have any idea what kind of trouble you're making for yourself? If you don't leave my office right now, I'll have a security escort you out. How do you want to play this? That's cute. That's real cute, Gabe. You really think you just fired me, don't you? Yeah, damn right I do, you piece of shit. You have a good day, Gabe. Just a really great, wonderful day. I hate this kid. I hate him. There's my GM. Hey, Eugene, what's going on, man? Nice to see you, brother. Nice to see you too, Eugene. It's been a minute. Is that all it's been? Feels a lot longer than that. Time slows down for no man, unfortunately. You speak the truth. Say, you want a coffee? I've started roasting my own beans. Oh, here we go with the coffee. Oh yeah, it's a pretty serious operation too. I got a nice big warehouse space set up with the top of the line equipment. Flew a guy in from Colombia to consult on it. One of the most respected men in the business. We're roasting 500 pounds a day, but I'm hoping to double that in 4 to 6 months. You want to try a cup? We've got Ecuadorian dark, Colombian blonde, Ethiopian. Ethiopian, huh? It's the best. You'll love it. Hey, Viv, could you get Gabe a cup of that Ethiopian Jimma? Jimma's a type of bean, actually. Not a roast, but it's my favorite bean in the world. You'll love it. Who gives a shit? Why? Like, why is it? Oh my god, just shut up about the coffee. You got more basketball stuff on the walls now than you did when you owned the Bulls. Very perceptive, Gabe. But that's not surprising. You've always had a fantastic attention to detail. Well, you know, I try, playa. Which brings up, the reason I wanted to meet with you today. What can I do for you, Eugene? First of all, I want to apologize for how things went down with the sale of the team. I know I put you in a tough spot. It worked out just fine for me. I wouldn't worry about it. It's fine. Glad to hear it. I just wish I didn't have to keep you in the dark like that. It's not the way I wanted to do things. I understand. You don't have to say that. I put you in a bad spot. Nobody else did it but me, and I want to apologize. Well, Eugene, yeah, you put me in a pretty shitty spot. You told me you weren't going to sell the team for weeks, and then out of nowhere, you drop a... I appreciate that. Thank you, but I'm okay, really. I'm glad to hear that, truly. I've missed working with you, Gabe. Heck, I've missed the whole team. This stuff's in my blood. Much as I try to put it out of my head, I can't. I understand what that's like. Of course you do, Gabe. So look, there's one more thing I wanted to talk to you about. You've got my undivided attention. I'll get right to it, since I know you're a busy man. I'm trying to buy the team back from Bob. What? You're what? Oh, please. Please buy the team back. Hurry. I never wanted to sell it in the first place, and I missed the heck out of it. I'm putting together a group with some serious financial backing. We're going to give Bob an offer that'll be impossible to turn down, and we want you to stay on as the GM. Wait, what about Droner and Porcupine? No offense, but I thought you were struggling to, keep up with the expenses. That's all taken care of. These guys I'm partnering with, you couldn't go through their money in 100 lifetimes. It's obscene almost. This is, I don't know what to say. Say you'll be my GM. I don't want to do this without you. I still believe in your vision. I want you to make it happen with me as the owner. I can't do that. I appreciate you thinking of me, and I'm flattered, really, but I'm not in a position to speculate as to what might happen in scenarios that don't reflect the current reality of the situation. Of course, I understand. Just promise me you'll keep an open mind. Can you do that for me, Gabe? Of course, but if anyone asks, I work for Mr. Sanderson, and I'm happy with the arrangement. Completely understood. Hey, what happened to that coffee? Hey, Viv, where's that cup of Ethiopian? Just grab it on your way out, alright? We've got to-go cups. Sounds good, Eugene. Thanks for reaching out. Oh, thank you, Gabe. I'll be in touch. Oh, Lord. It's going down. It's getting crazy in here. I don't really care about Marcus All. That's your job. That's not mine, Jim. Get out of here. Bob Sanderson's home? We're going to his home? I'm conscious of everyone's time, so I'm going to keep this short as I can. I called this meeting because things are murky to me. I don't understand what our plan is, and I don't understand what we're trying to accomplish. Well, maybe if you quit spending all your time in the locker room and actually coming and talking to me instead of to your son, then things will get figured out. I could guess, but I shouldn't have to guess. There should be absolute clarity on what we're trying to achieve as an organization. Bob, could I just... You'll have your turn, Gabe. Let me set the table, okay? Sure, sorry, go ahead. Oh, I hate these two. I hate the Sandersons. Here's the deal. Before we leave this room today, I need to know what our goals are for the rest of the season, and I need to know what our goals are for the summer. Digging deeper, I need to know what strategies we will deploy to achieve those goals, and what tactics we will execute to pursue those strategies. I want it all laid out clearly, which is not to keep it simple necessarily. Feel free to get into as much nuance as the situation requires, but I need to be 100% certain of our path forward. There can't be anything wishy-washy about it. Okay. As it stands right now, like I said, things are murky and we can't operate that way. We won't be successful that way. So who wants to start? About these rumors, though. I mean this with all due respect, Bob, but I think we need a little bit more clarity from your side of the equation on, all the rumors that are out there. I see. Not only is it, a distraction, but it makes you question things. Question things? If you don't know why you're being given an order, it's only natural to question if it's in the best interest of the team. You start thinking things like, is this to boost the value of our franchise? Is this decision based on basketball? We trust you, Bob, but it's only natural to think something's up when all these rumors are out there and we don't hear a thing from you about it. I'm not asking you to go to the media, but everyone in this room, we need to know. We need to know what's going on. You all feel this way? Yeah, look at everybody shaking their head up and down. You think I haven't been straight with you, Jim? I wouldn't say that, but there's definitely uncertainty. When this many people are talking about it, it looks a certain way, and that affects everyone, Bob. Not just me, but the players too. They all see this stuff. Alright, well, first of all, I just want to say that I would never, and I mean never, act out of position of financial greed when it comes to running this organization. This is much more than an asset and a portfolio to me. I love this team. I would never do anything that I thought would harm their product on the court. Winning will always be my #1 focus. All that being said, I'm a businessman, and as much as I love this game from a business perspective, it can't be my only focus. That wouldn't be prudent. There's too much risk, too much volatility when all your holdings are in one investment. It's not fiscally sound. Now, each one of those investments has to be maximized, and part of that is my accounting team working every angle they can. Sometimes that involves a little bit of creative thinking. If you're not thinking creatively, taking advantage of some of the things you can do with the tax code, I can't get into more detail than that, but all that stuff you hear in the press, it's about my bottom line, about maximizing my return. It doesn't reflect the reality of the situation, which is this. I'm in no danger of going bankrupt, and I have less than zero interest in selling the team. Believe me, you'll see how sound we are when you're opening my checkbook this summer. I want us to retain all our top talent, and I want us to aggressively pursue whatever free agents we need to pursue. Which brings us back to why we're all here in this room. You wanted honesty from me, you got it, but now I need a plan. Our goal is a top 3 pick. We're shooting for that top 3 pick, Bob. I've been pouring over tape with Noah, with Andrew, with Jim. Sometimes I have to kick this guy out of the film room so my staff can get in there and break down tape. I can verify that. We all see it the same way. We've got to make a move for Petrovic, Baldwin, or Staples. We land any one of those guys and our franchise is set for the next decade. All of you think this way? It's the right move, Dad. Oh, pipe down. Pipe down, Andrew. Well, I have to say I'm a little surprised, but I'm glad we're all on the same page. And, can't say I disagree. Happy to hear that, Bob. I just hope you can pull it off. I wouldn't want to miss out on a chance to change the course of the franchise's history. And if we don't pull it off, well, that's not really an option, is what I'm trying to say. Is that understood? We're all pulling in the same direction, Bob. The draft is our top priority, boss. It's our primary focus. See that you all pull as hard as you can. There's no room to slip here. Is that clear? Couldn't be clearer, sir. Holy cow. This is just getting asinine. Like, I just want this season to end. Oh, and one last thing. We've decided to implement an across-the-board $10 increase in ticket prices. What? In the middle of the year? Why? You can't do that. Mr. Sanderson instructed me to let you know so you could get ahead of the press. That's it? Even in the lower bowl? Yes, effective immediately. Wait, immediately? As in now? I thought you were talking about the off-season. That's correct, effective immediately. You're raising ticket prices mid-season? These orders come directly from Mr. Sanderson. He's looking to make significant reinvestments in fiscal 19. There's no other way to do that but raise ticket prices in the middle of a season? That's a terrible look, Benjamin. Our models tell us pretty clearly that customers will respond to a $10 increase with minimal friction. It doesn't matter if it's $1. The optics on something like this are never good. Off-season, sure, people expect that. But doing it now with a couple weeks left in the season? Besides being, quite frankly, bizarre, it looks like we're getting greedy, desperate, or incompetent, especially with all the rumors out there. You're pouring a massive bucket of fuel on the fire right when I've gotten it under control. I'm sure you can find a more flattering light in which to cast this news, Gabe. I can try. What kind of reinvestments are we talking about anyway? You have something I can give the press that looks a little more fan-friendly than reinvestments. Our fiscal 19 budget will be finalized in the upcoming weeks, but it's not a quick process. Come on, give me something, Benjamin. Facilities maintenance. Facilities maintenance. Facilities must be maintained. We're raising ticket prices so we can mop the floors. Great. You got any more public relations gold for me? Speaking of, surely you can enlist the help of our public relations department on this one, Gabe. I'm simply giving you advance notice of a topic you may be asked to comment on in the press. Alright, well if this isn't final, it's fine. Fine, then I want to go on record as saying this is a bad idea. Noted. Always a pleasure, Benjamin. You fucking prick. Alright guys, well I'm going to end it here. We got a month left in the season. Hopefully we don't get moved to Seattle, and hopefully the Sandersons die in a tragic car accident. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new, and I will see you on another time. Peace.